Welcome back to Let's Clean PowerWash Simulator. I'm BurningDogFace, and we were in the middle of cleaning the Halloween house. Shout out to Elthwar, who says, I've decided to look up what those curly trees could be, and I found that, and I apologize for getting this wrong, Coryllius avellana, aka the corkscrew hazel, produces similar-looking branches. And yeah, Warlock is just a male practitioner of witchcraft. Jesus Christ, if I could breathe, I'd be fine. Yes, the name likely means breaker of oaths, and D&D warlocks are all about making pacts. I hadn't really thought of it that way. They're the Oathbreakers are the anti-paladins. Right. And shout out to Justin Jones, who says, as I've said before, a game like this is kind of a zen experience. If you want a challenge, that's an option, but it is only an option, and not part of the main game loop. And sorry about that again. Just really couldn't get around that scratchy throat there. But time is a-wastin'. Yahtzee. Side of these frames here. I'd imagine strafing while crawling is even more annoying than regular crawling. Huh. I hadn't really noticed before how orange the yellow nozzle looks on this level. Pretty sure it's the same shade in all of the different gun skins, so... Like, I'm going to throw on the winter one with a candy cane theme. Yeah, still looks orange on the end of this thing. Which one was that? Okay, this is the one from Santa's workshop. This is the one from the rink. Right, I do like how they both have a candy cane handle. And what appears to be a wooden trigger. That's very funny. Oh, that's what I did. Get this nice chunk of wall over here. Megan Mogg says, your water wand certainly seems more capable than my hazel broom. I guess this would be the forest to find that. Thank you, I think. Oops. These rooms are quite heavy going. I don't think any of them have ever had a second level. The Halloween, the holiday ones, rather. I've got my familiar Phileas Frog to squirt the walls as I go to loosen the clag, but even so... Well, that's fair, but this is the only thing that this does. Mind you, Phil's mouth is normally full of back chat, so it's nice to see him finally put it to good use. Phileas Frog. You know, given that that was an outdated reference when my father was born, I'll just mention it. Phineas Fogg was the protagonist of, I believe it was Around the World in 80 Days. Right, okay. Let's get whatever this is. The house entrance walls and roof. The house that leads to the house, I guess. It's a lot less ornate than I was expecting. Wooden-ass doors. I do, however, appreciate that they're shaped like a tower shield and have the old-timey knockers on them. I was right about that. And 2. Apologies for not having anything up yesterday. The day before yesterday was weird. Ever so humble. In fact, there we go. Just took a moment to make that post. It went up at the end of the day. I hadn't done that yet. I keep doing that, incidentally, because I've just recently been playing a game where Y is jump. Oh geez, I thought that one brick was different from the others. But no, it's just trim at the bottom. Yeesh. I feel like this episode is going to be half jump cuts at this rate. Okay. Nasty. That's very awkward. Just do it piece by piece, and it's fine. Sort of all this slime. Oop. Alright, where's those ladders? Yeah, there, out in the front. I don't want to pretend that angle made any sense at all. Good. Missed a spot. There. Okay, these do have two different meters on them. Great. Oh. Dings. Huh. Oh. I catch it with just the side of my body and sort of levitate up the side of the ladder. Oh, nice. How wonderful. I guess I just needed me to find that. Oh, wait. Can almost make it there by myself. Wait, let me get back here first. It's like the armpit of the building right there. Actually, now I'm just imagining a house that has hands but is not alive, and that would just be weird. But would it be less pleasant if they were just flopping around, or if they were stiff statues? Giant rubber arms sticking out the side of your house, flopping about in the wind. Nice. Oops. Well, so it's seeming much more likely that I'm going to be able to finish this month. But, I have gone to it at least twice now, and I had been expecting to do something else that day, and that's not great. Nice. I like it when there's so much of the screen flashing blue when that happens that I blink instinctively. Just remind myself, I believe Arse is on this side wall over here. Yes, Arse Mape. Oh dear, this is the whole roof for this up here, or at least this half of it. Yeah, different meter there, but still, this is a big chunk compared to those other roofs. Roofs? What's a dormer window? Well, I guess that is the round thing. I think that came up in the comment, didn't it? At some point. I've always enjoyed the trope where supernatural beings assume that everything they encounter is also supernatural. The witch here assuming this is some kind of wand I'm using. On a side note, how is it not? I mean, I get that it was one of the free DLCs, but you'd think the suit in this level would have a witch hat on it. Maybe he's just walking around with a stick in his hand that sprays water at the end. That'd be kind of funny. Mouth there. Clean up this window. I guess that's also a dormer window. Shit. Well, there is the timer. So many little splotches left behind. With his skills and centuries of experience, Dr. PowerWash could be like the world's greatest detective, or, you know, a leader to usher in a new era of civilization. But, I suppose I suppose he's happy just using detective vision to find dirt, now that I think about it, because that's essentially what that is. Instinct mode for filth. Alright, yes, the timer has gone, so I'm just going to drop down here and admire my handiwork. Oh my. It does look much more inviting. Even than when we got here, frankly. I'm BurningDogFace, and I will see you on the next episode of Let's Clean PowerWash Simulator. When we keep cleaning away the filth and making this place prettier and prettier for the Halloween party. Till then, have yourselves a great day, Burning Dog fans. Later!